Welcome to this C# application. It is a console application for employee management. It's a system that allows the users to add, view, and manage their employee records. It's a simple interface that provides various interactions related to employee data. It would be a great HR department tool or a small business tool looking to keep track of their employees. When we run the application, our console app gives us a menu list, employee management system, and we are to choose an option by typing a number. So we need to first add some employees. So we'll choose option 1, and we'll just enter a name, their department, their title, their salary, and we have successfully entered in our first employee. If we add another employee, we could add Sarah Connor. If you know that name, that's pretty cool. She's big in the IT world. She is working in security, of course, and she is the security manager. And her salary is okay. She's not making a whole lot of money for being such a badass. So we do have now 2 employees added, employee number 1001 and 1002. And how we can see that is if we search by viewing all employees, criteria number 2. And when we enter 2, we see Jeff Doe and Sarah Connor. And we see all of their relevant information tied to them, and also a date and timestamp of when they were added to our database. If we were to, down the line, needing to search for an employee, option 3, as we can see, we can search by their first name, their last name, their department, or their job title. An example would be a name, IT as their department, possibly their job title as an analyst, or something as a department as security. So we could search by security, and our first search term that we did was security, and it brought up employee 1002 Sarah Connor, who is our security manager, and her relevant information. We could update our employees by their department or their job title as well if we chose option 4. When we choose option 4, our application automatically displays all current employees in our database. Just for demonstration, since we only have 2 employees, we only see ID 1001 and 1002. So if we enter the employee ID to update, we will update 1001. And it prompts us and asks, what would you like to update? The department job title, and we will update the job title. The new job title, since I was software engineer before, I could become software senior analyst, if my fingers will work. And it takes us back to our main prompt system. Now if we view all employees again, by typing 2 here, all employees, now Jeff Doe, who still works in IT, is a software senior analyst. It updated my job title. That's pretty cool. So we can get in and finagle with the different aspects. The biggest and most applicable is what happens when employees reach a certain stage in their career where they deserve or have reached an annual raise. Well, this program allows them to enter the employee raise and calculate it automatically. So if we were to select option 5, now we can give any of our employees in the database a raise. So Sarah is doing such a great job at security. We're going to enter in her number, 1002 for employee ID, and it asks us to enter the raise percentage as 3, 5, or 7.5%. Now we don't have to write percent here or anything like that. All we have to do is enter in a number, and it will automatically calculate the percent for us. Sarah making $85,000, I think she deserves a 10% raise. She's really, really working hard out there. So if we look our last line, we entered the raise percentage such as 3, 4, 5, and we entered 10. The raise was applied successfully to employee Sarah Connor. Her old salary was $85,000, and with a 10% raise, Sarah now is making $93,500. Correct math by adding 10%. We could check that math easily because of the other employee, myself. So if I wanted to raise myself by 10%, the math correctly checks out. Jeff Doe, who previously made $100,000, was given a 10% raise, which is $110,000. So we know the math is correct even in its simplest form, and it is displaying it in a $sign, which makes it very easy for the user to read and understand. And if we ever did need to delete an employee, say an employee was fired or let go or found a better job somewhere else, we could go into our database with option 6 and delete. Again, we are presented with our list of current employee IDs, and let's say I found a better job. Now, if we view all employees, only Sarah Connor works for the company as the security manager. We could continue and delete her as well, or add infinitely new amounts of people into the database to create a nice user interface for, again, this could be most likely used by an HR department or a small business that was a startup looking to have a basic interface or system to track their employees. And if we hit enter 7, we simply exit the program and go back to our code. In our code, we utilized a main program file, an employee class file to handle all of the employee data, and an employee manager file to handle all of the methods involved in all of our choices we gave to the user. With that, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.